we are being reshaped by the patterns in the world that are falling down, falling away. And when we get to crossroads, for example, in our lives, and we stand and think, what's going on here? What do I do next? We're living in a world where everything that is familiar to us is actually disintegrating. We've never, ever, ever, ever been globally connected to everybody in an internet. We've never, ever, ever been able to communicate with millions of people by pushing a button. We've never had global terrorism. Who ever even heard of such a thing? Never before has the power to change so much been in your hands anonymously, where you could write an email because you're angry at somebody and destroy them with the push of send. You could take a photograph from your high school days that was a bit risque, put it on the internet, and wipe out their political career. One of the reasons people can't function at a crossroads, they're at a crossroads. And this is something I encounter actually weekly with people. They cannot progress with the next stage of their professional or their life at all, because the first part of their life has fallen apart for whatever reason. But they're at that stage of consciousness in which in order for them to function, they still need to blame. They got to blame somebody. They have to blame someone for why their life has fallen apart. They cannot just say, my life, this part's over because it needs to be over. They can't look at their life and say, in fact, I was withdrawing my energy from all of this anyway. They can't accept that. They can't do that. They can't do that. As long as I can blame somebody, it allows me psychically to stay in a certain reality. It allows me to constantly go for therapy. I'm still processing. It allows me to still be angry, tell the same story again and again and again on a hamster wheel. Are you still angry? Yeah, I need to be angry another 2 years. How about you? Okay, because I'm not ready to sell the house, get divorced. I'm not ready to do any of that for at least 2 years. I got kids in school. I need the money. What about you? Okay, so I'm planning on this anger for 2 more years. How much you got? Okay, so I get to postpone everything. I'm not really angry, but it works. It works. It keeps my house in place. It keeps my mortgage getting paid. It works. So I am going to keep everything going for 2 years because it works. But frequently people will say, I feel like my life has no purpose or meaning. That I need to find that. I feel like a purposeless ship. But they don't even know what meaning is. So we start there. What has meaning for you? What does meaning look like? What has purpose for you? These are the questions that take you into the soul, because they're not mind questions. Your mind's a clever little thing. So we go into the soul. And there, the soul will trick the mind. Because if you let the soul out, it will push the mind out of the way. And you'll say, I always thought I was going to be this, but I'm this. I'm this. You know, like how many times people will say, I always thought I was straight, but I'm gay. My real nature. I always thought I wanted to be a painter, but it turns out I'm a singer. The real nature is the soul. Yeah. If you say, what? Don't ever think your soul won't come out. You say, I'm so happy now, this or that. Just say, you know what? I have this, my whole prayer is, talk to me. Talk to me. That should be your prayer. That should always be your prayer. Talk to me. I'm not going anywhere. Talk to me.